Yo, fine scouts and intrepid internet travelers, welcome to my channel. I'm Josh, your Binge Buffoon, if you will have me. Today, I'm going to be watching the second episode of a series I just may care about, Marvel Studios and Disney's Secret Invasion. Last week, or in the last episode, who knows when this gets posted, only the deities know. Martin Freeman told us about a radicalized group of Skrulls led by Gravik and their plan to destabilize international relations and take Earth for their own. I assume that's their plan. Via all the terrorist attacks and whatnot, it seems like their plan is similar to what the Syndicate's was in Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. I think I said that last week. Anyway, we were reunited with Nicholas Fury, played by the bad motherfucker that is Samuel L. Jackson himself, Talos, Gaia, who is now Amelia Clarke, and then we swiftly and devastatingly, heartbreakingly, what the fuckingly said goodbye to Maria Hill, Kobe Smulders herself. How could the moral authority that is Disney participate in what is known as fridging? Honestly, it would have been cooler if that final shot, you know, when it pans out or zooms out, if she did turn into a Skrull, and the last shot is just the body shifting, shape-shifting. But no matter, it's entirely possible that she is still alive. Nicholas Fury was shot in the same place on his body by a rifle and survived. Although if Maria Hill was alive now, the way her death happened, the way it was framed in the episode and everything, I think now if she came back, it would make that episode seem stupid, and it would negate the stakes that they seem to be setting up for this series. So I hope at the very least we get more we get more, I don't know what the fuck that was. We get more of Kobe Smulders in flashbacks or something, because she just really just didn't get her due as a character in the MCU. That's why so many people are upset about her death, me as well. It wasn't that she died. It was that she died in a way that felt premature. And yes, I suppose that's true to life. But we could have cared about her so much more, and that death could have... I mean, I would have cried, I think, if that happened later in the season. And we got to know Maria Hill in the way that I wanted to. I almost certainly would have bitched about it still, because we just got to know her and now she's dead. But it would have been better than what they did, in my opinion. Also, I think in my review last week, I said something about how this series could become about foreign policy or interplanetary policy within the MCU. I think it'd be more accurate to call it interplanetary immigration policy, the Earth being a refuge for displaced alien races. There's a lot of commentary and interesting things that could be accomplished with that if they handled it the right way. What else do I want to say? To any of my subs or people who plan on watching more of my videos, thank you for that, or have watched some of my videos in the past. If you haven't, subscribe, like, do something. Come on, man. Why are you even looking at this? Do I need to move my desk? Someone told me the other day that there's too much stuff in the background. It's extremely distracting. I wasn't really worried about making the background of my videos a reflection of my personality or anything, you know, that's usually recommended when you make YouTube videos. I just don't really give a shit right now. Maybe down the road. I'm a minimalist. But if I moved this desk up against a white wall or something, is that worth doing? Would it make my videos easier to watch? I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. Let me know. That's all I have to say. Reaction channel. Let's ride the coattails of other people's art. Oh, I cannot wear these blue light glasses. Not only do they reflect too much, but I look like a fucking carpenter. And I am not a carpenter. It's not that I haven't done woodworking. I very much respect that line of work. And I find it fascinating. But I'm a clumsy guy. And at some point, if I'm working with a skill saw or a table saw long enough, do the math. Shout out to carpenters everywhere. You guys are great. You guys are great. I made a birdhouse once. It was nice. Look, I'm just gonna get this out of the way and say this straight up. If my pits are sweating, because my pits are sweating. They are. If you see that in the video, my AC's busted. It's fucking 90 degrees. I got my windows open. It just is what it is. 1995.
I'm Nick Fury. Been riding the desk for the past 6 years, trying to figure out where our future enemies are coming from.
Official SHIELD activity.
Never occurred to me they would be coming from above.
Oh, I thought we were getting a voiceover. No, it's just Captain Marvel shit. I might as well say that I know there's flashbacks in this episode, not only because of what the synopsis said on the episode, but I've seen thumbnails and stuff. 1997, 2 years after Captain Marvel. Do we still have to de-age Samuel L. Jackson? Yes. Well, there he is. Like a spring chicken. Got the eye patch and everything.
This is Gravik.
Gravik?
Oh.
His parents were killed in the last stand against the Kree. He is smart, Fury. Knows how to survive.
I have a feeling that Fury is going to act, and I say that as if it's about to happen because we're going to see it in this episode. He's going to basically be a father figure to Gravik.
This work here, you know it's very dangerous.
I'm not afraid.
I like him. Seems like a nice kid. I don't think he's going to grow up to slaughter people with an unjust cause. I just think him working in a coffee shop or something.
For those of you who braved the journey here to Earth, you did so for one reason.
Refuge?
This man.
Oh, for Nick. Damn.
This man. I trust.
I love their bromance. I love it. I do.
While you work to keep my home safe,
Okay, that is what's
Carol
happening.
Danvers and I will find you a new one.
Obviously, that's what they're doing. And then you never lived
Who'll be
up to your
first to take the
promise.
pledge?
Fulfilled your own pledge.
You have a courageous mother, Gaia.
Oh, hi, Gaia. Are these your default disguises, or did you take some time to decide who you wanted to be, or who you wanted to look like, or is this an amalgamation of humans you've seen before?
You keep your word.
I'll keep mine.
That cut, man. He did have crazy eyes when he was a kid. See what you did, Gaia? Editor Josh here. For the record, for my reaction to episode 2 and 3, I was operating under the assumption that Gaia knew which bags were decoys at the end of episode 1. That's why in my review of episode 1, I said Gaia betrayed Talos. So if I seem confused throughout these reactions, it's because of that. And in my defense, the show never says one way or the other. So I assumed that Gaia led Nick Fury and Talos and Maria Hill to Gravik. But apparently not, I guess, because at the end of episode 3, Talos just calls her like she's still loyal to him. I mean, wouldn't he question her loyalty after the events of episode 1? Yeah, I was just confused about that. I don't really understand what... What did Gaia think's gonna happen though? Why is there's like that look on her face? Like regret and discomfort. I understand that she's gonna feel torn throughout. Who the fuck's this guy grabbing him? Yeah, oh, it's Talos. We're just getting him out of there. Why did the camera focus on the guy just chilling saying he was American though? I don't want to say he's a stoner, but I'm sure the guy partakes in some fun. Whatever. I don't know. Well, that's a cool little, some artwork of the human hand shaking the Skrull hand. I like that. I don't know if you guys noticed in my last reaction, but I called this out as AI. I didn't know. I do think that when it comes to creating, the muse is something that is inherently human, And the second we relinquish our claim to that, or our ability to interact with that as innately human, then the definition of soul and humanity itself and what it means to be, then the lines just get blurry.
Чем могу вам помочь?
I thought that was Jennifer Holland for a second, you know, from Peacemaker, James Gunn's wife. I was like, what the fuck? This makes no sense. I know the multiverse is unpredictable and we can do whatever we want now, but...
Здесь больше шансов встретить инопланетянина.
Totally a Skrull. Oh, it's Talos.
Well, me and my mama used to take these long train rides to Detroit.
Well, this is like the monologue from Winter Soldier about his grandpa.
Coming out of Alabama, we always had to ride in the color car. Now, we couldn't go in the dining car. So we brought fried chicken. Half hour after the train pulled out, that chicken be gone. Me and my mother would make up games. One time she said, "Tell me something I don't know about you and Susie."
Dang. Oh. Sly Samuel L. Jackson.
About that. So I made up something crazy. My mama just smiled, even though I'd lied through my teeth. The mere fact that I did that told her everything she needed to know.
Right. Damn, how old were you, Casanova?
Tell me something I don't know about the destruction of Skrulls.
Oh. Homeworld. This scene is very well written.
Tell me something I don't know about the Skrulls that fled.
What is he suspecting?
They're here. All of us.
You're telling me there's a million
Oh.
Skrulls walking amongst us right now?
Whoa.
You lied to me.
What the hell?
The host gets to set the terms of the visitation.
What happens when the host disappears? Huh? Because you were gone. And I didn't think you were coming back. I really did. Skrulls and humans can coexist here on Earth.
Humans can't coexist with each other, Talos.
Yeah.
We've been at war with each other since we could walk upright.
Right.
Enough room or tolerance on this planet for another species.
It is true. Okay, good. This is the heart of the series. Is the complexity of that issue is we can't coexist with ourselves. And the second you introduce something as foreign as an extraterrestrial species, we're not going to be like, oh yeah, welcome to the dance. No, we're going to villainize them as a way of uniting ourselves or galvanizing certain groups. It just becomes another aspect of the rat race. We always villainize that which we don't know because we always fear what we don't understand. Fuck me. Fuck me. Is this Maria Hill's mom or something? Never met her before. I don't know. I'm gonna assume.
Elizabeth.
How dare you?
Are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How dare you let this happen? Writers.
Happen quickly.
Yeah, too quick.
Someone wanted to hurt me, so they hurt her.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
You're the reason I'm taking my daughter back home in a box.
Yep, and I want you to feel that, Fury, because I haven't even seen you cry yet.
You're Nick Fury. Maria believed in you. She would have followed you to the gates of hell and back. I don't know what Maria died for.
Fuck me. This, I mean, I feel this and I get it. I appreciate what this scene is doing, but they really are just using Maria's death to motivate Fury.
2,000 civilians.
One suspect.
Sorry, I'm gonna stop bitching about that.
Identified as a leading
Oh, here we go,
member of
Martin
the online
Wallace.
fringe group Americans Against Russia. The UK.
Oh, the Skrulls took him as a shell, right? They're gonna become him.
All signs point towards imminent retaliation from Russia for what the Kremlin regards as an all-out declaration of war by the Americans.
There's no way that Moscow attack was committed
This
by
is a
America.
strange actor to see all of a sudden.
False flag written all over it.
I mean, he's not wrong. Hey. Hey.
How did you know Fury would be there?
I hoped. I wanted to see how much of him was left. You know, I could have killed him if I wanted to. You don't punish a man by giving him what he wants.
You think he wants to be dead? Well, now probably. I don't know. Amelia, you're rocking that leather jacket like a badass. I love it. I wore leather for a while, like a lot. I loved a good leather jacket. And then some girl told me that leather was creepy, and I listened to her. Thus, promptly ended my leather phase. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. They're still in the closet, begging to be sported. Oh man, she's betrayed her family, but isn't allowed it.
So,
oh, this fucking guy! Happy Gilmore's nemesis.
I didn't get a formal invitation, Mr. Secretary General. Madam Prime Minister.
Oh wow. Wait, they're all Skrulls? So they have literally sort of usurped a lot of different positions of leadership.
Playing the man's game, using the man's fork and knife.
Better to behave as a human than as a dog.
Oh boy.
I quite like dogs.
I mean, yeah.
In fact, I prefer them.
Right. So do so many people. They're basically just love.
They don't go
They
out
have the
of their
potential
way to
for
degrade and destroy their own
love.
habitat.
Yeah.
A naive reading of human history.
That's doesn't sound like
Recent acts of terror in cities across the globe severely undermine the stability that this council seeks to preserve.
stability.
You murdered over 2,000 innocent humans, children.
What the hell gives you the right to disobey this council?
What gives me the right? Nushkim pik Skrulls bitshurakiash. Un hepug mir ungal. Garuma arwar mij pech nas pasher.
Well,
I think it's a war. I think it's a war.
what is it good for? Sorry, it just popped in my head the way he said that. Just that scene from Rush Hour where Chris Tucker's telling Jack, "No, it's war."
And what happens if the Avengers
War. Yeah.
You don't think I thought about that? Your loyalty will be repaid.
What's the purpose of this council if stability of what? The Skrull population?
We need a single commander whose war power is total and unchanged.
What?
God. Therefore, I nominate Gravik.
Oh.
Who do you think you're talking to? I'm the commander of NATO. I can mobilize 1 million troops at the snap of a...
I can't believe that they...
All those in favor of Gravik as our new general.
Look, I'm just thinking now, have they replaced these people in their positions of power, or did they naturally work their way into these positions of power since the 90s? I don't know. Okay, well, of course he's...
One of you has forgotten our history.
Yeah, you're just doing to the humans what the Krees did to you.
We ended up homeless refugees because we were too willing.
Yeah, okay.
I will not support your war.
If I had another 100 like you, I could take on the universe.
Yeah, he's right.
You go in peace, sister. You'll not be harmed.
I don't believe him, but I do believe him. And that's exactly how I want to feel and or think about the villain. No idea what the fuck he's gonna do. God, she's got swagger, Amelia. My dearest Amelia. Yeah, she ain't making it home. She ain't making it home. Maybe she is. Is she calling Talos?
Sure.
It's Gravik. The council just voted him general. He has control of our people and our future.
Shirley, set up the mate. Just tell him I want to talk about my daughter.
All cheering. For slaughtering thousands, including children. Thank you, sir.
Without you, this wouldn't be possible.
What did you accomplish? Oh, never mind. He's the general, sorry. That's why they're cheering. Because now it means they all have more power, really.
You don't have it.
Harvest wasn't there.
Our DNA selection remains extremely limited.
What are they doing?
Gravik has given me multiple locations for the harvest, all of them.
The harvest?
Our fearless leader is always brilliant.
At this emergency security summit here in London.
Oh, it's gonna be Don Cheadle. Cornwall Roads.
Colonel, are you denying that two of your citizens, Mr. Nicholas Fury and Miss Maria Hill...
Slovakia rolls its eyes at me one more time, I'm gonna put on the suit and carpet bomb it.
Stream. Before I get that checked.
Until such time as you can present an actual shred of evidence to back those concerns up, I'm afraid sensitivity is all you're gonna be getting from us.
That's fair. Good job. Good job. Colonel Rhodes.
Rhodes.
Nice suit.
Brioni.
No idea what Brioni is, but I've heard of Armani.
You sound frustrated. What's the matter? Croatia talking crap?
Slovakia.
Well, carpet bomb there.
Oh my god.
Burner's Tavern, 1 o'clock.
You guys get each other. I dig this hat he's wearing. I like this whole vibe. Nick Fury. Old Nick Fury's got as much swag, if not more, than not as old, but still old Nick Fury.
I'm the last friend you got.
Are the Russians really trying to pin this on me?
You kind of
Your
are,
face is
actually.
all over CCTV footage.
He kind of is.
I was there trying to stop the attack.
Oh, you not only set the stage for World War III, but you simultaneously flipped all of our allies to Team Russia.
That was the whole point. Not on his part, but the intention of Gravik and his
How
gang.
well do you know your security detail?
Misfits. That's what they are, misfits.
What if I told you they were all spies?
Spies for who? The Russians?
Skrulls.
Hydra?
Wait.
Yeah, if Hydra was a bunch of green guys who could shapeshift into your daddy.
He doesn't believe him? Wait, is Fury really kept the Skrulls' existence a secret?
How long have you
Oh
known
no, so
about them?
he's known. He's known, but Nick tried.
About 15 years ago, the Pentagon was concerned that they might get into their heads to invade us one day from the inside.
That invasion is real.
That's not possible.
Bro, the Prime Minister is one of them.
Maybe we should call our friends.
No, we get them in a fight with the Skrulls, and next thing you know, they find themselves duplicated and turned into terrorists.
Maybe, but they wouldn't. If you're talking about like the Avengers, like Doctor Strange and stuff, they wouldn't have the power. Whatever.
Said, I'm not doing it. I just spent all the political capital I had in getting Maria Hill's body back from the Russians.
Are you really talking to me about politics right now?
How many times can I shake my head? Because I want to shake it a lot.
Every ounce of power we wrestle from the vice grip of the mediocre Alexander
Oh wow,
Pierce's...
Winter Soldier reference.
The car's for you, Fury. These men are going to escort you outside, then you're going to the airport. The enemy is 1,000,000 times more dangerous than Hydra, but they can only be vanquished by you, alone. The reason we wrestled this power from mediocre men who don't look like us was not simply to turn around and hand it to mediocre men who do.
Wow.
Of this power is to be uncompromising, able to sit across from a man we greatly admire and to tell him without any reservation that he's fired.
To be honest, he's not wrong, but...
Is it you to fire me?
Oh shit.
Nobody sent me.
I volunteered.
You earned all this smoke, brother.
Ooh, wow. Look, he's not wrong.
Are you seriously under the impression that just because you stripped me of my titles, I relinquished my DNA?
Careful, Fury.
He's going rogue. He's going rogue. What's the hat on? Just the brim. See you later? Holy fuck, I'm Nick Fury.
Even when I'm out, I'm in.
That shot's dope. They could have put that in the trailer. I would have been way more jacked for the series, him saying that. And now he's in... Mostly an act, he's stressed out. I get it. Damn! Damn! This is kind of a Winter Soldier-esque vibe. Nick Fury being the Captain America who is Rogue. The Skrulls being Hydra.
I'm above your pay grade. Where is
Hello,
he?
Olivia Colman. Welcome back. You are lovely, and thank you for being in this series. Are you a friend of Nick Fury, though? Because now, if you are the only friend he has left. But I think you're more of a friend of me, and that's exciting.
Where is your safe house? Speak!
Didn't your mother ever warn you could lose an eye by beating your meat like that?
What a great joke. I mean, did I interpret that the way it was supposed to be interpreted? Because it was a very dirty joke if I did.
I've thrown everything at him and he hasn't said a word. What makes you think you can get him to
Because she's Olivia
Oh, I
Colman.
can be quite persuasive. Where is the escape hatch in this dump?
Why do you need to know that?
Oh, just a hunch.
He's locking the door. This isn't going to be good for you, bro.
Alone at last. Now, shall we do this the easy way?
Oh,
or
the classic easy way or the other way. Bring him in hot. Bring him in cold.
Your body.
Shut the fuck up, man. You're stupid. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well,
It's
now
a
that's
oh my god.
Let's
That
party,
was
shall we?
dark. Here we go. Let's crank up the darkness. The gore. Let's go, Kevin Feige. Get George R. Martin bloodthirsty up in here. Just show up on set and be like, you know what? Chop off that finger. Let's do it that way. Let's see if that finger turns green. Let's go.
What are you doing in there?
Extremis. Iron Man 3.
Checking the progress of our newest recruit. He'll be ready for a face.
You know, I remember when you first came to me, Gaia. Daughter of a failed general. But, you know, then I realized that kind of coward just doesn't have it in him.
I don't know if he's a coward. I just think he's empathetic and merciful and gives people the benefit of the doubt. And maybe that makes him kind of a bitch, but yeah, I like him.
But everyone talks when their blood starts to cook at 160 degrees centigrade. It's a biochemical imperative. The smart ones start talking earlier than that. You a smart one?
You're good at being a villain. The only time I remember seeing you as a villain, Olivia Colman, was in the first episode of Matt Smith's run as in Doctor Who. You were a shape-shifting alien of sorts. You were a snake, kinda, too. Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
I need to know where Gravik is and where he'll be.
Graphic keeps everything a secret.
And what secrets doesn't he keep?
He's building a machine.
Is it like the extremist thing? Like from Iron Man 3? Guy Pearce was just invincible, essentially? Until Pepper Potts showed up, of course.
Who's leading the science?
Rosa? Was that her name?
Some married couple.
Oh, yeah, and her husband.
What's their name?
Rosa and Frank. I'm just gonna put that out there. Maybe it's Frank. He looked like a Frank or a Charles.
Terribly sorry, but if I don't get a name, Gravik won't get a chance to kill you.
You can die now or die later. Dalton.
The name's Dalton.
Ah, I didn't see that coming. Maybe that's her last name. Let's go get me some sausage. Oh! That was a headshot too. I'm happy they're not shying away from... Oh fuck, we're going full on extraction in here.
Sounds like your lift is here.
Yeah, she knew it was... She's good at this. She's good at this.
No, you stay here. They might come out with Brogan.
Is Gaia the honeypot? You know what I mean? Like, she makes the newer recruits feel comfortable and... Fuck. This is wild. And maybe that, like, maybe a little less lonely. Not in the promiscuous way, just in, like, a loving, motherly kind of way. Maybe they think they have a chance. I don't know. They don't, of course. None of us do. Very Dostoevsky. I think I have that book somewhere here. My Brothers Karamazov. Said that wrong. Literally just goes straight up Peaky Blinders and puts the guy in a meat hook or the Punisher.
What'd you tell him?
Something about Dalton.
Nothing, just lies.
Maybe his name is Frank.
Take him to the car.
This dude knows everything. Gravik knows everything. What the fuck's Olivia Colman's character's name now? Mrs. Quirky Charming British Lady. She knew exactly what was going to happen there. Hence why she asked about the escape hatch. Convenient it was in that room.
Pull over.
You're dead, man. You're dead.
Did we make it home, Peyton? Almost there, bro.
Oh, man. Gunshot. In 5, 4, fuck, 3 seconds. Or 4 seconds. Or too late. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna have. I don't know if I empathize with Gaia, because she helped enact a terrorist attack that killed 2,000 people, but now she feels bad about this. Maybe it's because it's another Skrull. Her lack of concern for humans isn't gonna make this human care. I know that after the attack, she was all like, oh fuck, this sucks and this is terrible, but she was very well aware that that was going to happen. But maybe the reality of it sinking in hit her in a way she didn't expect, or maybe she thought she could look away, you know, not necessarily literally look away, but figuratively put it out of her mind. Maybe now the reality of everything's just sinking in. Surprised they just chose to have a Skrull cut a cucumber like that. That's a lot of green in one scene. He has a key. Wait a second. Does Fury have a Skrull, honey? If so, you're the man, Fury. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Aren't you forgetting something?
I thought you didn't have a fucking wife, Fury. Dude. This is kind of a retcon. What a way to tell us, though. And I like that she's a Skrull. This is a weird kiss, I'm not gonna lie. Aw, man, but I'm happy he's got someone. But he was up in fucking space forever! So he just left his wife on Earth? Wait, what? How did that relationship stay intact? She was a good-looking woman. I'm sure she had other options. I don't know if that makes sense, but I like it. Do I? Yeah, I'm behind on editing, so I'm just going to try and do episodes 2 and 3 in one video. Or maybe 4 in this video, too. Who knows? Hopefully I get this up sooner rather than later. I feel like this series has and will continue to retcon a lot of things in the MCU.
Do you think it will work? Bring in chaos?
Why did you join the Resistance, Beto?
Has Beto been wearing this hat for 3 episodes?
I didn't want our people to keep running.
Beto seems like a nice guy with admirable intentions. Or Skrull.
All faith is built on risk.
That is true. But follow your gut, Beto. These are bad people. Or Skrulls. Are these who they're impersonating? Or grabbing and then impersonating? Here's the man, the myth, the Gravik.
Members of the council.
Hey guys.
I sent 3 operatives to infiltrate the Royal Navy
and
execute a strike on a key United Nations target. The heroes of Earth will react.
Except for the ones we couldn't afford.
We change powers. We're going to be uniquely programmed weapons of mass destruction. Super Skrulls.
Okay.
I'll invite you to join me in the extinction of the human race.
So he wants to slaughter all of humanity, essentially. The extinction of the human race. It's not just about subjecting them to Skrull rule or something. New York City. 1998. It's a good year for movies. Not as good as 99, but... Oh, it's his future wife. Thankfully, I want to know more about their relationship.
What does she look like?
That depends on what day of the week it is.
Var?
commander station and operatives cannot be in.
Our unit doesn't exist, Fury. That means I don't work for you.
And does anyone out there seriously?
I don't know how I feel about this relationship. She just decided, you know what? I guess it sounds like they already had feelings for one another, but she's just like, I'm gonna look in whatever way you find most attractive. I don't know.
It has been years.
Yeah.
You want me to apologize for being gone, Scylla? Just say so.
Scylla, is this the name she chose?
I never harbored any illusions about the necessity of you going away. But staying away,
Yeah.
that leaves a mark.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? That's not... I can't believe she doesn't have a side piece or something. I'm sure she does. Wait, what do you... What? This is a weird marriage. You just don't have to be together? Maybe it's a cover, I don't know. Marriage, yeah. Avenge Maria Hill.
You been in touch with Gravik while I was gone?
I became a widow in your absence.
Yeah.
I wept on your pillow, and just when I thought I had gotten past the heart...
You're a shitty husband, Fury. I'm sorry.
You just up and vanished again. Only this time it was voluntary.
Oh, what the...
So, if you're interested in who I became in your second absence...
It's none of your business.
I became me.
Yeah, that's the same
The me
answer
I was
for me.
before you.
Right. This isn't very consistent with your guys' kiss at the end of the last episode, but okay. I get the reveal and how they needed to stage that.
I don't have that information at hand right now.
Something important?
Nope.
Don't look through her phone, bro. I guess go ahead and look through it. I mean, we're talking about terrorism and the end of humanity here. Fucking look through her phone. Fuck trust. You're a spy anyway.
Brogan.
Dearest Amelia.
Someone told the cops where we were headed.
I'd imagine when they asked him where they could find you, he was forced to make an educated guess. I'd lie. I'm a good liar.
Yeah, I guess she is, kind of. Don't really understand Gaia here, but it makes it interesting. Still rocking the tie-dye, huh?
Your father called
And
for
the
a
leather.
Apparently we're meeting about you.
Can't help but think of Jack Sparrow when I hear parlay all the time. That's how I learned what that word was when I was a kid, you know? I was a kid when that came out. The first Pirates. I do that a lot. I'll remember when and how I learned the definition of various words. Hey, buddy. Hey, pal.
Statesman of World War I. Not spends the war posing for pictures, while the other does all the killing and the dying. Lost choice between having my story told in ink. I choose blood all day long.
Like the delivery of this, kinda.
Thank you, love.
He just loves sugar, huh? That's why he's so anxious and upset about everything all the time.
I like a little bit of espresso with my sugar.
You're just a wild man, huh, Gravik? Or Skrull. Just a wild Skrull.
Well, it wouldn't be proper, would it? General challenging his subordinate to knives.
Guys in the car. Want to come say hello? You want to be very, very careful now.
That I haven't sent that back to you in a body bag yet.
Fuck, man. Ho! You know what? I was wondering why I was so nice to the waitress. Because I was like, he hates humans. But they're all fucking Skrulls. That was cool.
We're gonna murder them all.
You don't understand the first thing about humans.
Hell, I don't.
They're at their most formidable when they're threatened.
That's true. And we just got the reference to World War One. That's what we come together. War brings us together, unfortunately.
I'm gonna tell every army on Earth who it is that's attacking them. If you are, then you'll be the author
Of our people's extermination.
That's where you're wrong, because you see,
I like that this show's got a lot of good conversations.
We who haven't been infected by your sick.
Ooh.
So then Gaia stays with me then, is it?
My daughter's name stays out of your mouth.
You got it?
Shouldn't his blood not be red? Oh. Oh, the extremists. Oh, that's the, obviously I just remembered.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I am.
I believe
This is yours.
Thank you.
That's, dude. Jesus Christ, that scene was cool. That was a good scene. Human beings are at their most formidable when they're threatened. Makes me think of Watchmen, right? Most intelligent man on Earth, I forget his name, he wanted to galvanize humanity, right? So he framed an enemy.
Have the balls to come up in here and ask me for help? I didn't ask you for help.
Yeah, I don't think you should be treating Talos like your lapdog anymore. You need to be equals.
No.
Use your words, yeah.
Say the words.
Yeah. Can you help me, please?
Say what words?
Jesus Christ, Nick.
Help me, Talos. Because I'm useless without you.
Yeah, here it is. Don't walk out, you prideful son of a bitch.
Help me, Talos.
Okay.
Because I am useless without you.
It is true at this point, pretty much.
Neptune is a British sub. I know who to call.
Oh. Yeah, MI6.
First, I want an apology.
I just gave away the only one of those I had today.
Well, you'll have to double down. Because you rather rudely attached a nasty bug to my beloved hoot.
Oh, she found it.
Anymore, he has a new name now.
Nicholas Fury.
Nicholas Fury. Dashing little eye.
Neptune is planning to launch on the UN delegation. That would mean World War III. Because at least one of Gravik's rebels has infiltrated command.
His name is Commodore Robert Fairbanks.
You know what? I don't get the whole dog thing.
Is Talos jealous of dogs right now?
One other interspecies relationship where it's acceptable to clean up the other guy's poop. I've been cleaning up your poop for the last 30-something years. The truth's a mother dog, right? Really what you think? That the whole time we've known each other, you've been cleaning up my mess.
Yeah, that's not fair.
You didn't start ascending the ranks until me and 19 of my people signed on as your invisible spy.
Wow. True. Probably.
Inside SHIELD, we did that. Every terror attack you prevented, we did that.
I feel like this retcons a lot, but...
Your life got a hell of a lot more charm once I came into it.
Yeah, fair.
It was my pleasure, mate.
Fuck.
Least you can do is not rewrite history.
That's fair. Yeah, what the fuck? Why would you even say you've been cleaning up his mess then? Jesus Christ.
Bob, you remember Bob, the guy that's gonna launch a nuclear attack? That's because you were too busy riding the we did that wave. You got any more abuse you want to hurl my way?
I like their dynamic though. The dialogue and exchanges in this are actually really strong. Yeah, I enjoy it a lot. They're written very well, in my opinion. Sure, and I've seen people criticize it online for not being as aware of the past as it should be. And by the past, I mean previous MCU movies and maybe canonically what's happened, but whatever. Oh.
Yeah, I see.
Nice shot. That's even more mature just there because we saw the blood splatter when he shot him. If this was Christopher Nolan's Batman movies, you wouldn't even see blood. People just got shot and they were just clean. All those movies. But the Dark Knight's honestly probably one of my favorite movies ever.
Bob's ass, second floor, last door down the hall.
Oh. Damn it.
Nobody calls me Nick, Bob.
Oh, he's calling you daddy. A little old for that, but he's scared.
This is not a negotiation, Bob.
You're gonna kill a kid, though. Good, Bob. I feel like this
has to be a mistake.
Yeah.
The message has been authenticated, Captain.
Fuck me. I don't think they're going to be able to stop this. For the sake of momentum, they shouldn't probably. The momentum of this series, it should be like a 24 shit where it just gets worse and worse. 24 the series, you know, with Jack Bauer.
I can't seem to get old Bob here to listen to reason.
If there's millions of Skrulls on Earth, these attacks would inevitably kill Skrulls too. I
could protect you. You couldn't protect yourself coming through that door. You're a shell of the general you used to be.
Fuck, man. Both him and Fury are washed up.
Enough of this bull! I'm giving you 3 seconds to give me that code, or I'm gonna aim higher, or maybe lower. Give me that. Give me that gun!
He's done killing Skrulls. Payload sign.
Prepare to launch.
You can't even keep your daughter's loyalty.
Oh.
Or is she the spineless traitor?
Kill him. Maybe don't. Kill him. Oh, he's dead. Now what, though? What?
What is it?
Commodore Robert Fairbanks. I need his launch termination password.
I thought Gaia...
Good evening, friends.
Operative Gaia, what can we do?
Initiate go position.
You got it?
Graphic on the... Oh.
Now, run.
Abort. Exercise. Code word? Zachary.
Abort launch.
Yeah, maybe I misread what Gaia did at the end of the first episode, but I thought she betrayed her dad by having him follow the decoy bags.
Gotta be hard for you to be fighting with him when deep down in your bones you believe in what he's doing. 30 years, you still don't know me better than that.
Yeah, what the fuck? Where's that coming from? Clearly he doesn't want us to kill everybody.
Make me understand.
Just doesn't want to kill people of his own.
Because I'm with you.
The hell of a friendship. Teamwork makes the dream work, and in this case saves humanity from extinction. Oh, Gaia's fucked. She ain't getting away. Yeah. And it's gonna be Gravik in the Jeep or whatever this is, the SUV. That it could be a fucking station wagon. I can't tell, but it's a little convenient for the sake of this scene.
I didn't fail. That plane would have been valuable. Finding the traitor was essential.
Oh.
Are you a leader of Skrulls? Or a West End?
No, she's not gonna die. Wait, what? Not Amelia too? We just lost Colby a couple episodes ago. Dude, get the fuck out of here. She's fine. No. No. She's okay. No, they wouldn't do that.
St. James Church, 1 hour.
I need to speak to Gravik.
Yeah, well, you're talking to me.
Rhodes? Oh! You know what? I'm gonna assume that Rhodes, Colonel Rhodes, Rhodey, is a Skrull. It's not the real Rhodey. That's what's happening. Obviously. My first thought was, what the fuck, Don Cheadle? Why would you do this? No, he's definitely a Skrull. Yeah, I probably should have figured that Rhodes was a Skrull when he dismissed Fury and all of his concerns. In my reaction to the end of episode 3 and episode 4, I didn't even stop to think, how long has Rhodes been a Skrull? I saw a headline of some article saying that Kevin Feige confirmed that Colonel Rhodes has been a Skrull since before the events of this show. We don't know how long. Imagine the implications of Rhodes being a Skrull since Iron Man. I don't think they're going to go back that far, because you have to figure people just started getting swapped once Gravik came into his own. But yeah, it's cool to think about. Look, I'm not going to lie. I'm a couple days late on episode 4, and I read a comment on another Secret Invasion video where someone talked about Talos in the past tense, praising Ben Mendelsohn's performance, so making the assumption that Talos dies in this episode. I hope not. I guess there's only 6 episodes total, but it would have been nice to get more time with him. Just in general, with Maria Hill, although Extremis is in play, so I'm going to assume that Gaia is probably okay. The Extremis can heal her, and that could be the case for anyone that dies, which isn't great for the criticisms levied at Marvel for death being impermanent, you know, but whatever. If they kill off the beloved characters and save only the new characters, I guess there's still stakes. Fun fact, the chick who plays Fury's wife played his mom in Glass and Unbreakable, that franchise, you know. Okay, gotcha. This is what she did before. Oh, Extremist, duh. I just said that. Because I knew when she got shot, I was like, nah, that's just not... Nah. Look at you go, Super Skrull. Wow, they really just presented that cliffhanger at the end of the last episode and then resolved it in the cold open immediately. Manipulative? Maybe a little bit. That's the problem I had with the first episodes. It felt like Maria Hill's death was manipulative. It was just to get the audience to be like, oh no, and then we gotta tune in next week. Even though we haven't done much with that death yet. We haven't seen Fury break down about it. Not really. Yeah, he's upset. I need a moment where he's like, fuck, she was my best friend, you know? Some lamenting would be nice. Paris. This was the year that the Avengers were formed, right? 2012.
As I was watching all the news coverage of those guys' heroics over in the States.
Oh, yeah.
Strangest thing.
Right.
He has a powerful sense of righteousness.
That
home is worth fighting for. And that the weak are worth protecting. Raymond Carver. He's known for his brevity. Some of his poems are just 3 or 4 lines.
Right.
And did you get what you wanted from this life? Even so.
I did.
And what did you want?
To call myself beloved.
Title of the episode.
To feel myself beloved.
Right.
On the earth.
And that's the beauty of a poem like that is you kept going, it might not be as impactful. I'm not going to say it leaves things open to interpretation, but you just sort of go, yeah, that's what I want. I want to feel loved when I leave.
One of the 2 occupants of that lovely country manor of yours.
Oh, he knows.
We don't need to kill him.
Priscilla, you keep telling me what you're not gonna do. I'm gonna show you what I am going to.
She'll flip. She's Gaia, but Fury's Gaia. But yeah, we're all just specks of dust, desperate to stain the earth in a way that makes our time seem more significant. And what better ink than love? Or red wine. What spills and leaves the biggest stain, you know? Magic marker? No. Sharpie. Cement. Blood, even.
And I don't need your sorrow or your pity for anything I did of my own free will.
Yeah. I don't feel bad for her, to be fair.
With you, Dad. It's the only answer to the question of where I belong. The only thing that I need from you is a plan.
Home is worth protecting.
Believe that I can secure an amnesty for the 1 million of us to remain. Now, we're a people without a planet. We depend on the goodwill of our hosts. We just have to keep showing them who we are.
Yeah, but you can't be perfect either. Because that's not real, that's not reality.
Delusional.
No.
That's not who we are, and that is not who I've become.
Yeah.
Gaia!
Didn't think you'd be home until later.
Surprise.
Tea?
Sure, I'll take a cup.
He heard you talking that shit.
You're not wearing your wedding ring.
Because he heard you talking that shit.
You are by far and away the greatest mistake.
Wow.
I lost all my reason to be your husband. I don't know that if I had a chance to do it over again, that I'd do anything different.
Guns are on the table. I like this.
Would you tell me the story?
About how you chose her.
Dr. Priscilla Davis had a congenital heart defect. She was keeping it a secret. One day the doctor came in and told me that it would be just a matter of hours. I decided to just come out and ask.
Hey, can I be you? Like, when you die, can I be you?
I asked if she wanted to fall in love. And I told her about you. She made me make her 3 promises that I would continue to be a daughter to her parents.
Oh, wow. So you actually did pretend to be her, and that's your identity. I thought you just stole her look.
That I would never hurt you.
And did you get what you wanted from this life?
Oh, wow. This life. Wow, that does make a lot of sense.
And what did you want?
To call myself beloved.
Oh, wow. A little on the nose, but okay. With that coming back around. A little soon, too.
The Earth.
Oh, fuck! What? Already something happened? As in one of them died? No, they didn't. Okay. Okay. Neither of them did. They just they wanted to fail.
This means we should get divorced, or we should renew our...
But I didn't like that they brought those lines of poetry back around so soon. You gotta give the audience enough time to forget about it. And then when it does, you're like, oh yeah.
Would you have loved me if I'd never changed? If I'd been my true self?
That's a good question. I don't know how to... Yes? Say something.
Guess we'll never know.
Guess we'll never know. Okay. I mean, it'd be tough. Green alien and all. I don't know. I don't know. I think she'd have to be funnier for me. Yeah. Not much of a reveal. We knew that was the case. The real Rhodes is in a pod or something?
I didn't like the way we left things between us the other day. Pappy Van Winkle. 23 years of distilled perfection. Pappy, you now did yourself on this one.
Should I be worried about poison?
Poison? No. What, the nano trackers?
You want to tell me the real reason you're here?
To tell you. There are Skrulls inside the U.S.
The thing is like, if you know Samuel L. Jackson, you just know when he's being patronizing.
Close as you and I are right now. Closer.
And this is like patronizing to the max. We all know because we saw it in Pulp Fiction and then Forever After.
You see this all right?
Jesus Christ.
That's graphic.
Is that really what you're going to go with? At your trial?
Or I think masks have been established in the MCU, like Mission Impossible style masks, kind of.
Now, tell you what, why don't you hobble your ancient ass on out of here before I have you defenestrated?
Liquid location trip.
It was. He did spike the drink.
Welcome to England, Mr. President.
What if the president's a Skrull? No, he's not. He would have been at that meeting with Gravik.
There's an old Lenin quote. Vladimir, not John. When you find flesh, you push. When you find steel, you stop.
Did you pre-game for our bilateral with the Russians with the half a bottle of bourbon?
You can smell the bourbon?
We're in transit to the summit, Citadel is in position number 4.
Fuck, man. Okay, this is just happening now. Graphics should just be Fury again, honestly. He should just stay looking like Fury if he really wants to take the pot. Sorry, I went to see the new Mission Impossible before this, and so this isn't hitting as hard action-wise, you know?
Kill zone. Whole planet to be a kill zone if we don't say written.
Jesus Christ, get Citadel out of there.
Fury's here.
What is Talos' purpose without a weapon? Oh, he's got a gun, sorry. I thought he was just playing the pacifist card right now. I was like, dude. Oh, fuck. He can make his arm a tree like that? What the fuck? In episode 2, when we saw Gaia looking at the computer, and it listed the various things they were harvesting, the DNA they found that they were harvesting to help create super Skrulls. I don't know why I fixated on extremists so much. Maybe that's just the one that stood out to me. At the top of the list was Groot. So obviously, his arm, that's part Groot. Part Groot from Planet X. Part Frost Beast from Jotunheim. And part Call Odyssean from Unknown Origin. I don't know what the fuck Call Odyssean is. What's that? Oh, the Black Dwarf. So that was the guy working for Thanos who got killed at the beginning of Infinity War. I think that was the guy that Wong cut in half with the portal. And then Tony's like, Wong, you're invited to my wedding. And he takes off. Yeah, enjoy the rest of the reaction.
Reinforcements here, sir. Fury. Cover! More men coming, sir.
Go Talos.
Take care of Talos.
No, don't do that. I love Talos. He's probably my favorite character in this. Come on. Really? Obviously, like I said, I heard red. Oh, but now everyone's gonna see him. What if they all see him and are like, what the fuck? Alien! And they just start shooting Talos.
He's a bloody alien. He's trying to get
No!
Hold your fire. He's with me. He's with us.
Fuck, that would have been devastating. Fuck the president. I've only known him for 2 episodes. Do something. Save Talos.
Talos, hang in there. I'll be back for you.
No! Come on, I don't fucking care about the president.
Come on, I've got you.
It's gonna... Who the fuck's this guy picking up Talos? I don't trust him.
Put him down.
Oh, it's Kravik. Fuck, man! And he's got extremists in his face, you fucking prick. You know, that sucks. But also, well, we can use extremists to heal Talos, though, can't we? Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Let's do that. You know, when I saw Iron Man 3, I was like, this extremist shit's a problem. This is like one of the most formidable things that are in the MCU. So it makes sense that they brought it back around. I don't believe that Talos is dead. I'm not accepting that. Nah. No way, man. No way. They're doing this shit again. They're doing this shit again. They just did that again. They did the same thing they did at the end of the last episode with Gaia. I think. I believe. I would love if they did that with Maria Hill, though. Plot twist, episode 6. Maria Hill's alive. And now she's Super Maria Hill. Yeah, I don't know. I got some issues. If that is true, because that was not the way Taylor should have gone out. I don't know. They're just, this show's, I don't know.